Hi, my name is Gracie Arroyo. I'm in the Chinese culture class. For this assignment, we had to choose two people in our interview about their opinions on Chinese education. Two questions that they had to answer were these. The first one is, China has become the second largest economic country in the world. However, more and more Chinese students choose to come to the U.S. for higher education. What are your opinions about why Chinese students chose America as the country for pursuing their higher education? And the second question is, will you choose to study in China for your higher education? Why or why not? Here are their responses.
Hi, I'm Celeste.
Okay. China has become the second largest economic country in the world. However, more and more Chinese students choose to come to the U.S. for higher education. What are your opinions about why Chinese students choose America as their country for pursuing the higher education?
I think, like everybody, America kind of is the land of opportunity. Everybody comes here for having that American dream. Also, I feel like Chinese students are very focused. They have a great work ethic. They're very academically driven, and I think they take advantage of coming to the U.S. To take advantage, and I hope I'm not offending anyone, but sometimes at the lack of drive that American students sometimes have.
Cool. And then, will you choose to study in China for higher education? Why or why not?
No, I probably wouldn't unless it was something where it was very specific. Again, if I maybe spoke the language, I'd probably consider that. But aside from that, I don't think that going to China would be something that I personally would pursue for higher education.
Cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, hi, I'm Josh.
Okay. China has become the second largest economic country in the world. However, more and more Chinese students choose to come to the U.S. for higher education. What are your opinions about why Chinese students choose America as the country for pursuing their higher education?
So I think the reason why they pursue the United States to come over to pursue higher education is because the way their political and social system set up in China, it's a lot more strict. They have more restrictions, and there's probably less access. That's what I believe, and I think it's probably simpler and an easier process sometimes to study here in the United States.
Cool. And will you choose to study in China for higher education? Why or why not?
I would not choose to study in China for higher education just because I don't really have any interest in going to China to study, but I don't think it's any better than what we have here.
Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So based on the responses from Celeste and Josh, I came to the conclusion that they were both in agreement that maybe in China the school system is more rigorous and kids are more focused academically, and therefore since it's so competitive, if they choose to come to the US, it's less competitive and they tend to thrive more. And I completely agree with that because I have met Chinese students, not only Chinese students, but any Asian student. A lot of the times, when they're here, they're very school-driven. They do their homework on time. They always have super high grades, and I believe that partly that has to do with the fact that here in the U.S., a lot of students don't take advantage or don't appreciate education as much as they do in China. As for them, I believe that they wouldn't go to China because I think we're used to being in the U.S. and the education system here, and being in a foreign country is super difficult. Thank you. Have a good day.